And here we are. So, we're gonna wait for at least a few people to come on. Let's pick here. Or start here. So for people who are gonna be watching later on, hello, my name is Eclipse. Or you may know me as Randy. Either one's fine. Really hope my mic audio is not unbearable. Well, for now, I want to put something on screen just for the hell of it. Jar. Why not? You know, let's change to jar real quick. Let's change from that to like this. There we go. There we go. I got a cup, also called the jar. You know what? No, let's change it to something better. This will work. Let's make it a little bit taller, a little wider. There we go. Maybe just make it bigger. There. Jar. Why not? I don't have my webcam on because I don't want it on. If I want it on, I'll turn it on later. I'm like wearing a jacket in my pajamas. Let's just get the word out slightly. Let's just see if we can get the word out slightly. The music in this game is chill. I like it. Sorry if you're watching this back. You can skip until like things actually happen. But I'm like putting the word out right now. This is my first official stream, and I feel like that is weird to say out loud, you know? First official stream. I made a stream a long time ago when I was a kid, but I really didn't do anything with it because it was on accident, if I'm being honest. I get into a VC, so I can have some people join later on if they want. If you hear like scratching, it's because my cat is like on the back of my chair. There, I am in a VC if anyone wants to join on Discord. At least later on, maybe. Sorry, I keep going quiet. It's just I'm trying to do something real quick. There we go. Now, let's just put in our name. YT for YouTube. Now, let's get going. Why don't we? This game is quite chill, and I love it. It's adorable. Yep, let's start unpacking. Books. We got a bookshelf here. So, bed immediately. Toy, keep on the shelf. What was that? Ah, you turn it. Action figures at this age, okay? I don't know how old this person is. Probably a child. Put these guys here. Put on these here. Definitely 90s. There's a troll. Tamagotchi! That goes right on there. I never had a Tamagotchi. Once I got to the age of being able to have one, I really didn't have one. Because I really didn't know what they were at the time. This kid had more books than I ever did. What is this? Soccer ball can go over here. Backpack goes over here. Ooh, soccer trophy. Someone's athletic. Pencils and stuff. Ruler. Diary looks like. Let's put that there for now. Crayons. Let's put that in there. Sketchbook. Piggy bank. Just get move it. Toys will be put away like they're supposed to be. Dreidel. Sorry, good thing. Every time I see a dreidel, it's my first thought since it was a kid. They say dreidel. So, book over here, scissors. All your desk supplies should go in your desk. I keep my erasers next to my desk. On the top. Ooh, big dragon, I like you. You're my favorite. Poster? Yes, poster. Another book. Another book. Game Boy. Kitty. Another book. Yeesh. Ha. Yes. Where do you go? Desk? Ah! Yes. Finally, my own room. I've played this game a little bit. Just a little though. Because, it's a chill game to play, you know? I am a little tired though, it's like 12, 11, but I got things to do later, so just a short stream maybe. We all know when I say short, it's probably gonna be like a few hours. My fiance is one that usually likes to stream, but tonight I'm like, why not give it a try? I have not posted anything on this YouTube channel like forever. Or since I had bad news about my cat. Still miss him. But I'm doing better. Bathroom. Okay. One critique about this game. If you are packing, like in real life, put all the things that go in that one room in the same box. Like, don't have them. Deb. Don't have them just like spread around in different like boxes. Like, put them all in the same thing. Like, am I the only one that thinks that way? Like, seriously. Don't judge. I'm like, right now it's just trying to organize it. Ooh. Oh wow. That is an old computer. I'm 21, but still, like, I never had a computer like that, I don't think. So the person that I am doing this for is a female. Good to know. Seriously, who actually puts their bras in a freaking drawer? Because I don't. I hang them on my closet if I'm being honest. Like my closet door if I'm being honest. Like, seriously. That didn't sound like a book. Eee. My camera is glowing, saying it wants to be used, but it's like, no. I don't want my face to be shown right now. Even if I did show my camera, y'all probably couldn't see me because I have a hood on and everything. Dark joke, I know. There was actually an achievement for that! But electronic items so dangerous. I didn't realize that would actually be a thing. Oh, I'm so glad I did that though. Kinda glad though, you know? Whew. I was not expecting that. Ooh, dress. No, shirt. Not dress. Okay, I'm gonna organize this stuff. This is angering me. I gotta move some. There we go. Purple goes here. Pens. Book. Mouse. Pad. I have a black mouse pad with a little lump on it because I'm old. My wrist hurts. I've drawn a lot since I was a kid, so my wrist kind of hurts a lot in general. So let's do we have anything that matches here? Let's just put this here, yellow here, pink here. If we get more, we'll figure it out later. So, let's put the shoes in the corner here. Is that backwards? I can't tell. There. I love flannel. I just wore a flannel shirt recently. I just love wearing flannel shirts. Big. Who actually folds their clothes? I don't. I know I probably should, but I don't. I know I probably should, but I don't because I don't want to. It's like, I'm gonna just take it out of the drawer. Why go through the hassle of actually, I don't know, folding it? I'm gonna unfold it later. Oh, I love this shirt. This one gets folded up, and this one goes here. It's a nice one. Oh, you've traveled. I'm guessing. Oh, those are pajamas. Pajamas stay together and go down here. Because who wants to reach up to get their pajamas? Oh, these are pajamas too. Looks like. Oh boy. Oh boy. Toilet paper! Like. E. It looks like a photo album instead of a book. You know what? Let's fold up the shirt and put the sweater down here. Childhood. Right there. Now, let's put the towel here. Soap. Is this hand washing soap or what? Can I put this in? Yeah. You don't have very many places to put things, huh? Ooh, first aid kit. Gotta always have one of those. Oh my lord. If you have something that is meant to go in that room, leave it in the box! Like, organize your things before you, like, put it in the box. Like, I know it's my job to organize things right now, but still. Like, freaking, please. Organize your things before you move them into a box. I have moved plenty of times in my lifetime. You always want to put things away. You want to organize it so you don't lose it when you're done. There. Can I turn this on? No. Might as well take the toaster. Put it somewhere. There. Yeah. Cup. 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 Sugar? Question mark? Cookie jar. Plate. Bowl. Bowl. Plate. Sorry, I was like clicking on my light so I can do. Oh, wait, hold up. Let me. I had to get over to my little recording stuff. webcam. There we go. Hi, this is me. It's really tiny. Let me see if I can make this at least a little bigger for you guys. Sorry, I'm trying to get used to like a dual monitor setup. Hi, cat. So, let's get back to the game. So, we are just chilling now. Towel can go. Nope, that's somewhere. Towel goes here. Forks, metal, knives, all the way to the side. Spoons. Towel. Hand soap. Dish soap, I'm guessing, even though it's lime green, looks like poison. Waffle maker. I am guessing? No, that's a panini press. Panini press goes on here. Cutting board there. Panini press. Go there. Cutting board, go there. Panini. Panini. That's a weird word, don't you think I say? Not great to keep these things nearby. I'm really sorry about that if it flew out any of those ears. My dogs are really protective. They're German Shepherds, so they're gonna be protective. I am so sorry about that. But why is the keyboard in the kitchen box? This girl does not keep her things organized. Kitchen. Plate. Bowl. I turned off my webcam because I didn't know if anyone like come to the front door. And not everyone is okay with having their face on camera. Just knocked my mic. Sorry about that. Cup goes up here. Knife. Go there. If I find something else to go there, it will go there. Spoon. I really don't usually put stuff like this in like drawers at home, but like, what even? That's a can opener. Okay. Kettle? I'm guessing? I'm not. Why is there a freaking boot? Unless we're having boot assisted. Oh, what even is, what is this? No, put this boot. Lag. What is that? What even is that? I have no idea what the hell that is. Let's just put small plates up here. Salt. Pepper? Paper towels. You don't have a holder for paper towels, so just put it up there. Oh, spoons. Okay, knife. Wait. I put the spatula. No. Knife. Here. No. There we go. Where does it go? Up. You know what? I can move some things up there. There we go. Less cluttered. What? Great. can't I stack this? Boo. These boots are too pretty to be left without. It's fair, so tissue. Go in there. I'm biased, I know. Bathroom. Really? Bathroom. Private bathroom. School. Not really. When you have your private own bathroom, it's like not really the best. Can I plug in my headphones to where they light up? No. Where's the other thing? It's behind my computer screen. Well, I'll try to remember for next time. So let's take off the hood. Wait. That's the Void. I call her Luna. Mind the mess. We are figuring things out. Recent loss means trying to find out where things go. Not gonna say what happened here because don't really want to say it out loud at the moment. Oh, wow, this is huge. What the hell? You good? Oh, jeez. Cup. I like this one better. Ah, I want to move it there. What even is this thing? Bottle opener? I don't know. You can probably tell I'm like really tired. I keep looking over here because that's where my camera used to be, but now it's here. My computer used to be here. I recently got dual monitor, which is just a TV. You good? She has decided to bathe herself. Basically right above my head. Call a star heart. Ooh, Raven. Is this supposed to be a... What is this supposed to be? Bep. 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 So, I should probably think about like some stories to tell. So... how about... In the beginning of this channel, everyone knew I had a boyfriend named Jaden, which is no longer in the picture. He's alive, just not in the picture of my life. Things happened. Lots of things happened. We were together since like 5th grade all the way to freshman year. I don't want to count the years. Don't make me count that. I don't want to realize how old I've gotten. But in freshman year, we broke up. We were just meant to be friends, you know? Kind of that kind of thing. I don't want to slander, so let's just keep that. Cheated on and just so it kind of took me a while to trust people again. So I just left it. Like, it's like, okay, whatever. He's the one that persisted on staying friends. I'm like, okay, why not? You know? Really didn't like the idea, but it's because he cheated on me with my gay best friend. Yeah. Later on, I was like, fine, chill. A few years later, I found, like, not a few years, that year in high school, I met this group of friends. This group, one of my friends was in this little group during lunch, you know? They group off with people. That's what happened. My friend told me, hey, you want to come sit with my friends and I? Like, you're one of my friends, why not come? So I'm like, okay, why not? D&D. Sorry. So, I'm like, sure, why not? You know? Turns out one of my other friends was in the group. And I was like, oh, hey, cool. Sweet, you're here. So, my male friend, let's call him E for right now. E is like, hey, my friends, we have a room, why not come hang out with us? I'm like, okay, why not? Sounds like fun. My friend S was in the group. Fake, just call him that for now. And I was like, okay, cool, this is chill. And then I met someone, let's call him G-Man right now. Yeah, G-Man. I met G-Man not too long, like, in that group. I thought he was a bigger guy, like, bulkier, more built. And I was like, ooh, slightly, scary compared. I was scared of a lot of people who were taller, bigger than me. I don't know why. Don't ask me why. No clue why. But that's just how it was with me. I was super short, still am. I was like 5'2" at the time, 5'1" maybe. I'm 5'3" right now, so haven't grown much. But it's just like, after like not too long, I realized, oh, he's not scary at all. He's just a giant nerd, and he's chill. So I got to know them all. They're pretty chill. They became like really close friends for high school. Some did kind of drift away afterwards, but that's natural, you know? Can you not? She's like spazzing out behind me. But everything went fine. And, well, I had to change schools after a while for a few reasons. I wasn't doing too great in regular school. I got hurt by that point. I was in ROTC, right, for a bit. I was doing jumping jacks, and I landed on my ankle, like, sideways. Like, bottom of the foot. Landed doing that on jumping jacks. And fell to the ground, so I, went to the ER later that night when I got home after I was, like, in pain most of the day. They said, oh, it's just a sprain. You'll be fine. You'll be fine. Went multiple times because it was, like, agonizing after a long time. Turns out, wasn't just a sprain for all those years. It was a bone spur. If you don't know what that is part of your bone that has kind of, at least how they explain it to me, it's a piece of your bone that just came off. And it's like, oof, you know? I had to get surgery for that. I have a scar on my ankle because of that. Okay, the desk is getting way too cluttered here. Let's put this up here. Eraser, drawing pad, there. But I was like, so I had surgery after a few years of that. But, sorry, getting off topic. So, I left school for a while. I was really good friends with one of the guys called G-Man. So I would talk to him on the regular on Facebook Messenger. Because I don't think I had his number at this. I did, but I don't know why we just talked on Facebook Messenger a lot. This is not showing my age. Shut up. But we just started talking, and it was chill. Like, I'd hang out with him, like just talk to him. Turns out he lived quite a bit away than I thought. I did online school, homeschooling, all that. Was friends with him at that point. Then later on, yes, I know I'm putting stuff on the bed that's not supposed to be there. This is organizing chaos, then organization later. Either way, I was friends with him for quite a while. And then, just out of nowhere, we just clicked. And I was like, you're really fun to hang out with. Like, really fun to talk to. Later on, I came back to the regular school, and it's like, I was just on the bus one day randomly, and it's like, Randy? I'm like, G? Like, yeah. It's like, hey, like, full on happy. Like, oh my god, so glad to see you again, you know? Kind of thing. And just thinking about it, we just sat next to each other on the bus for a minute on. This is my second year in high school. This is when time started to kind of mesh together, because leaving school for a while and then coming back kind of messed with my brain a little. So that's why I really don't want to say the years, because I don't even know. But we just sat on the bus every single day after that, together, and we'd just talk in the morning. Like, in the mornings, we'd just talk, or sometimes if I was super tired, I'd just pass out on his shoulder, you know? Just completely zonked out. Sometimes. One time, I fell asleep on his shoulder, and I was like, and I woke up because of a bump, and I'm like, oh, I am so sorry, I fell asleep on you. He was like, no. If you're that tired, lay down. I'll wake you up when we get to school. I'm like, really? Thanks. So I fell asleep on him, basically, on the bus. He woke me up when we got to the school and everything. It's like, thanks, dude. Later on, he started, bringing me Dr. Peppers as I was, on the bus in the mornings. It's like, hey, here's Dr. Pepper. You want one? Like, thank you. Like, seriously, I was not expecting anything from him. Because he's my friend. And, well, after so long of that, a girl was gonna fall sooner or later. And I did. I fell hard. Like, every time I thought of him or talked to him, I was like, so cute. You know? How Timmy from fucking Undertale is with humans. It's like, ooh, Tim think humans so cute. Yes, I know, cringe. But, either way. After talking to him like that, for so long, he developed feelings for me first. I'm gonna let you know that now. He, well, let's just say, I felt really bad, because at the time, I really wasn't looking for a relationship. I was just wanting to go through school, focus on school more than anything. And you're like, no teenager wants to do that. Well, I did, because already going to homeschooling and trying something different really messed with my brain, so I was really focused on it. But then feelings hit not too long afterwards, and I was like, well, I'm a goner. But my brain was like, hey, you need to like this guy, not just because of his looks. You need to like him for who he is. You already fell in love with someone just because of looks before. Yes, you were in elementary, but still. Try to get to know them first. That's what I did. I already knew him. I already knew G, but I decided to try to get to know him more. And well, one thing led to another. I learned his personality. And boy, was he really kind, and I really liked him. I know, cheesy, huh? But yeah, I really did like him. After a while, one day on the bus, we got on the bus, like waiting for it to go home, waiting for the bus to show up. It comes there, and we're like, I tell him to his face, "Hey, you remember how you told me you liked me a while back?" He goes like, "Yeah," and I said, "Well, I think I like you now." He goes like, "Okay." Didn't know what to say. Next thing I know, we are quiet for the entire ride home, but with a sense of understanding between us, you know? Like, we understood, but it wasn't gonna happen overnight. But there was mutual understanding there. So we just stayed friends for a while. And, well, one day, he was in ROTC too, right? And one time, he said, "Hey, the ROTC ball is coming up. If it's mandatory, do you want to go with me?" And I was like, "Yeah, sure, why not?" I am lagging hardcore. And then I said, "Sure, why not?" He goes like, "It's probably not going to be mandatory." And then since it became mandatory since no one wanted to go, so we ended up going together. And my friend, let's call them, what should we call them? Let's call them Sarah. Sarah was in the same class as him. Well, same last class. I think the last class as him, and let's just say this Sarah helped me a lot. I am lagging like hardcore. Hold up. I think Discord is the issue. Let's just. There we go. Resume. So, I would talk to Sarah before I'd wait for the bus. Natural, right? Just friends talking. And then one day, Sarah is like, "Hey, you know the guy you like, G?" And I'm like, "Yeah, what about him?" They're like, "Well, in class, he was gushing about how he got tickets for him and his girlfriend to go to the ROTC ball together." I'm like, "Say what?" She goes like, "Yeah." They're like, "Yeah." It's like, "Aren't you the one going with them?" And I'm like, "Aren't you the one going with them?" I'm like, I nodded. I was like, "Mm-hmm." They're like, "Oh, are you guys together?" I'm like, "Mm-hmm." Oh yeah. My friend being the type of to be like, "Hey, yeah, go get him." I was like, "I'm too shy, help." But time came. I was waiting for the bus, but that day was usually the day where G would, what was wrong? That G would be going to ROTC because after class things, right? What is wrong? Oh, clippers. And he's supposed to be in ROTC for after the class things, you know? And I'm sitting there like, I was like, "Hey, aren't you supposed to be in like ROTC right now? He's like, yeah, I'm supposed to be there, but I really didn't want to go. I will, no, I didn't want to go. Sorry, can't speak, can't think right now. He's like, well, yeah, but I want to spend time with you. Right? Oh, hello, someone's here. Hello. He was like, I want to spend time with you before you go to the bus, like before we get on. I'm like, okay, hey, okay. We just talked for a while, and well, we're just talking, and and the bus comes, like it's like pick us up to take us home. So he hugs me, like sideways hug, backpacking off, and I'm like, what? Like all flustered. Wait, we're all sharing one bathroom? We're all. Is there multiple people? But my friend, as he runs off, and I'm like, what just happened? My friend, the friend of ours, let's call them C, like CJ. CJ is like, yeah, you know he's liked you for a while, and I'm like, my brain completely forgetting that I knew he liked me. Hello, Choppy. Sorry I didn't see your chat before. I'm sorry I didn't see it before. I didn't have chat open. I thought this would work, but it's not. Yes, you're here. I'm talking about the story of how, yes, you are CJ. The one in chat right now, CJ, is the one who said, yeah, you know he liked you. I'm like, huh? Completely forgetting that G has told me that he liked me before that moment. And I'm just like, huh. What? How long and since when? Just, why are you gonna whoop me, huh? Oh, CJ, why? What did I do wrong? What did I do wrong? I ain't do nothing wrong. But I get on the bus. I get home. This is around April 1st, right? I go, I go home. I take a small nap, right? I was really tired when I got home. Take a small nap, and I message G and say, hey, my friend told me that you were saying in class how you got your girlfriend tickets to go to the dance. I'm like, oh, and I thought I was done going with you. He's like, you are. And I'm like, and well, we texted, and he's like, and I said, so are we? He goes like, only if you want to be. And I could not respond. I'm gonna be honest. I was in my mom's room, like on her bed, like freaking out, like so hardcore. I was like, help. So I threw my phone onto the bed. She grabbed it and says, what do you want to say? I'm like, yes. And she types in yes with multiple exclamation points. And I'm like, from then on of 2019, April 1st, I had a boyfriend. And of October of last year, of 2024, I got engaged. So that is the story of how the boyfriend went from one boyfriend to engaged over the time lapse of this entire channel. This is the timeline of like from ex to breakup to new boyfriend to engaged to now. Yeah, CJ in chat knows, or Choppy right here knows that entire story. They were there for that. They were the friend on the bus. We have been friends for almost 6 years. 2019, like right. That's like 1, 2, 3, 4, 6 years. So 7-ish maybe. I don't remember the exact amount, but yeah. We've been friends for a while. So long that... Why is the underwear in the living room boxed? Don't, dude. Organize your shit! Dude. want to get in my lap? Come on. Here you go. I have a cat in my lap now. If you cannot see the tail rubbing on my face. So, this is just Up. This is just the movie Up. Hold up. That is just Up. Like, I don't think that's a lap. What are you trying to do, girl? Are you trying to get on my chest? Here. There you go. I have to hold her up because I'm in my pajamas. There's nothing for her to sit on at the moment. Luna, what are you doing? Just sit in my lap. Do something. But yeah, long story short, we've been together for a while. We've had these friends for the longest time, and it's just people say, some friendships don't ever last, but the one I'm in right now has lasted so long, and it has gotten the test of time, which is amazing. If you can find friends like that, it will be hard, but try to find yourself people who will be with you. Find your ride or die. Luckily, I think I found mine. Talking about the cat, no one else. Joking. Luna, can you not? I know you're comfy, and I know you're, like, making biscuits, but here, let me turn this down just a little bit so you can see her. There you go. There you go. Yes, slight crotch cam. Sorry about that. I mean, just turn this a little bit. Not the best camera angle. I'm sorry. Let's move my camera. If I can. I can't move it. So it's very finicky. Ah! Luna, I can't see what I'm doing over here. Let's move the camera back since she got off my lap. There we go. Luna, you're just so cute. You can't hear it right now, but she's like purring so loudly. Yeah. I guess I'm gonna play a game with the cat in my arms. If she will allow me to. Ow. Claw in the hand. Please, bro. Oh, did not mean to move that. Bro. Chill. Dude, you are heavy. It's probably because we have an automatic feeder. We should probably put you on a diet. Are you gonna get in the lap? Sorry about the distraction. She's a good kitty. She just really likes me and no one else that lives in this house. Oh my gosh! Are you okay? You're stuck. You're stuck. You almost fell, girl. Thank you. She put a claw straight into my knee. Like, seriously. Sorry, I've been talking for a while. So, I see I have 2 viewers now, so that's neat. We have one person that I know, and the other hasn't messaged, so I'm not sure. I really hope that y'all guys can see chat, because I can't. Let me see. Which one is alert box and viewer counter in the jar? Alert box, viewer counter. Oh my gosh, I don't have chat. Oh my gosh, I am so sorry. I fucked with something on accident. Let me add that then. Let's chat box. Okay. Old school? What's old school? Clunky or chunky? Let's go for clean. Now. Oh, show messages. Now, chat box. Now, you guys will be able to see chat. I hope. Chat. I want to. There we go. Now I have the chat up. I am so sorry for you guys. I'm still kind of new with this software, so. So, should I continue with some random stories? Like, I can only blab on for so long about random stuff. Being a 21-year-old and the way I am, I really don't have many grown-up stories, like, at all. Except going to a bar with my sister and that going horribly wrong. That's a story for another day, probably. So, if y'all do have any suggestions for stories or any questions, I will try to answer with the best comprehension I can. Because I still have stuff I need to do later, but I got time. Oops, did not mean to move that. That's a great place to know that there is room. That's a Wii. That's a straight up Wii. I've been seeing a lot of things that probably shouldn't be here because of copyright rules. So, I'm gonna be honest with you guys. My life from getting the boyfriend was not full of sunshine and rainbows. I still had to deal with guys who liked me for one reason or another. Don't ask me why. I have no idea why. Like, seriously. Why? Out of all the people you could choose, you chose the weird one. That had the weirdest channel ever as a kid. I probably shouldn't have had it either way since I was too young, but. Dude. Do you not organize your shit, bro? Sorry. But yeah. Apparently this guy and his brother both had a crush on me, and it was like, wait, what? How did I almost pull two brothers? One of them found out where I lived just to give me a birthday gift. I'm gonna be honest, I burned it. Burned it within the past few years. If you're gonna ask why, it's because I didn't give him my address. He just showed up one day, and I was like, bro, that's kind of weird. Huh? What? I just got an achievement. What was that for? Tidied up his underwear drawer? Bro, if you're gonna have undies, at least keep them, like, organized, bro. Like, damn, dude. Get your shit in order. As I was saying, it's just, how did I pull two people and they were brothers? Like, and one time I pulled a guy that this guy was my friend since like 6th grade ish, and well, he's what introduced me to Five Nights at Freddy's, so thank him for my basically full-blown obsession with it when I was younger. Thank him. Either way. What was I saying? Sorry. Right. He was just chill. He was a fun guy to hang out with. Him and two other people apparently had crushes on me, and I was so dense, guys. I'm gonna be 100% honest. I was so freaking dense. I didn't realize. Like, it's pitiful how dense I was. Like, it's like one of them, the brother dude, I could tell. Like, let's call him Steve. Steve, Steve, I could tell he liked me, and I didn't like him back. Not trying to be rude or anything. It's just I wasn't into the man. You know, it's like you can't help it if you're not into someone. You know, it's like I'm sorry, but I am not physically attracted to you. I feel really bad about it nowadays, but it's like, sorry, bro. But it's like, Steve, it's like, I was in ROTC with Steve as well. He was in my class. Like, one day in ROTC, there's like, hey, we just need you to look pretty and sit there and be quiet. So on look pretty and quiet day, I sat next to him. He was my friend. So it's like, hey, let's just chill, talk, and just wait this out, you know? So, as the day went by, we're just talking, and, well, we get done right before second period, right? Yeah, right before second period. I'm talking to him. The teacher's like, Sergeant was like, hey, why don't you just, walk around until class starts, because second period is about to start. It's like, yeah, chill, cool. So, as we're just walking, I'm walking towards my class since it was gonna take a bit. He's like, hey, I want to tell you something. And I'm like, you can tell me anything. We're friends. Trying to be really obvious that I think of him as a friend. He's like, that's the problem. I'm like, oh no, man's still gonna go for it. Bro is still going for it. I am so sorry, dude. And lo and behold, he really said, I like you. And I'm like, ah, damn it, dude. I'm so sorry. He said, that's the thing. And he's like, I like you. And I'm like, okay. Like, what else was I supposed to say? Was it supposed to be, okay, chill? Like, I didn't like the dude, and I felt bad. It's just like, okay. And I walked as fast as I could to my next class. Like, ugh, I feel so bad for him, but it's like, I didn't like you, and I'm sorry. If I played with his feelings, I didn't mean to. I really swear I didn't mean to. And I still feel really bad for that. It's like, what else am I supposed to do? Like, I didn't like the dude. What else can I say? You know? Was I supposed to lie to not hurt his feelings or something? It's like, I'm sorry, bro. And his brother. Oof, don't get me started. I found out he lived in my neighborhood. I think it was, because I was out on Halloween. My neighborhood did this thing where they had a haunted house on one of the streets, right? Not gonna say too much. But they had a haunted house. They did this every year. It was so cool. It was like the thing to do on Halloween. So I went, as usual. I was with my mom. My ex. He wasn't the ex at the time, but he was there. Uh, he wasn't my ex yet. Let me try to preface that. We were still together at that point. And apparently he cheated on me longer than I known. But that's not the point. He apparently, he was there. We were just talking, chilling. My ex and my dad were my dad was trying to show him how to take a knife from someone, since I was Jeff the Killer that year. I get the year that I was Jeff the Killer and Fiona mixed up sometimes. Just, it was a long time ago. But it was the year I was Fiona, the year after I was like broken up with my ex. That the dude was there, and he was in the friend group. He was in the friend group at the lunch table, so I knew him from that. He was chill. At least that's what I thought. And we were friends. I knew him because of the jacket he wore every single day. This dude, I don't want to say too much, but he wore a Star Wars jacket every single day. I'm gonna be honest, it kind of smelled musty. But, and turns out this dude was not the best type to get stuck with. So I was like, yeah, I did like him for like a while, but turned out he was way older than me, and I was like, say I'm a freshman, he was like what is it called? Senior? Yeah, senior. I was like, Well, he was older than me in age, but I don't think he was too far from me in grade, but still awkward. After a while, I was like, yeah, this man, I don't like him at all. So I was just glad to not ever get with him. I was glad fate was like that. But Steve and his brother, the dude I'm talking about, the Star Wars jacket, was infatuated for some reason. Don't ask me why. I was a nerd. Still am. If you can't tell by the game I'm playing. But yeah, life went on. Found the person I'm absolutely in love with, and couldn't be happier. Like, seriously. If you're going through a rough time, trust me, it will get better. I would know. I've gone through plenty of rough times. Like, plenty. And, well, I'm not gonna downplay your situation. I'm just gonna say, hang in there, okay? Some people, there's plenty of people who've got your back. You just gotta find them. May be a little difficult first, but someone will be there. Even if it's someone like you really didn't think about. I've been in your shoes. I know how it feels to just feel kind of lost, you know? But don't give up. Life will find a way. You know how people say Jesus gives his strongest warriors the hardest battles? It's like, dude, I'm not the one. Stop giving me these battles. I am weak. Let me live. But yeah. High school was a trip. Let me tell you that right now. I'm gonna be honest, it's kind of like a fever dream. I don't remember much of it. Some people might remember it. Me? Nah. I ain't one that remembered. I remember some parts. I remember the crazy parts. I just don't remember the normal times. Really, dude? Anyway. High school was weird. But we all get our time. My neck. Did I say 2012? Wow. I would have been 8 at this time, so damn. Nah. Go near to bed. Oh, Karate Kid. Nice. So, what should I talk about? I don't think you guys want to talk about school. Oh, how about a ghost story? I have plenty of those. So, as a kid, I lived in this small little house we were renting, you know? Nothing too special. My dad went up to the attic one day to grab something, you know? Just grab something from the attic. And, well, we were just there, chilling. My mom and I were in the garage. The attic door was open. So, I went with him being curious. I was just looking at what he was doing. And I'm like, hey, I want to see. This is so cool. And it's like, why is the pen through his face? I didn't say good things because you just moved in, didn't you? Didn't you? You're back in your old room? Ooh. But either, I'm watching this, and out of nowhere, randomly, we hear my dad stumble. We're like, why was there a stumble? I'm not crazy, that squeaked, right? That squeaked. Okay. But I'm sitting there, watching the ceiling because I heard my dad stumble. My mom's like, what happened? Next thing you know, I see my dad's legs dangling from the ceiling through a hole. He accidentally stepped on a part that wasn't completely stable and just freaking fell through, his legs dangling. And I'm like, Dad, what? I was like, maybe in first grade, not even. I'm confused on ages on when that is. But like, seriously, dude. Like, it's like, wait, no, what? My dad just fell through the ceiling. As a kid, it was like, my dad just fell through the roof. I scream because mom started screaming, and I'm like, what is going on? And later on, my dad tells me, I saw like this black shadow kind of thing just bolt at me. Huh? Poster? Oh, cute. But either way, I guess that can't go in there. My dad tells me he like freaking saw this black figure like bum rush him in there, and I was like, that ain't sound too good, bro. Like, I'm a child, but still, that does not sound good. Like, seriously. Later on, my dad, I'm gonna be honest, he's kind of on the crazier side, so take what he says with a grain of salt. What even is this thing? Is this... Nah. You know what? No. Thank you. You sound like you're full of water. What is this thing? Anyway, he would be sitting on his chair, and from his chair, you had a great view of the hallway, right? Like, behind him, hallway. So he would grab his phone and do this. He would, like, do this and take pictures behind him, right? We had a mirror in the hallway. Yes, I know, creepy, just don't ask why. We just had it that way. And every now and then, he would take pictures of these shadow-like beings that even I could see in the picture looked freaking real. And I'm like, okay, maybe he's not so crazy after all. As a kid, I believed in all the supernatural stuff, but still do sometimes. But when I'm gonna be honest. When we first moved in, my sister and I had a nightmare when we first moved in. Like a few weeks after we moved in, and it was terrifying. We went to our parents' room and said, "Hey, um, help!" They're like, "Mom didn't wake up. She was the person to go like, go get your dad," you know. And well, my dad being the person he is, he's like, "Okay, let's explore." Okay. The thing is, it's just my sister and I had this really bad dream of we see this old guy, right? We see this old guy that we don't know. We've never seen him before. Saying he I remember it so vividly. So this guy, he had a giant bushy brown reddish beard. He had scraggly hair and he had an axe. At the time, I thought it was rust. It it was blood. Now that I look back on it from this memory, he had blood on it, and um, it woke my sister and I up because this guy in our dream would say, "Hey," would basically be like, "I'm coming for you." Am I too loud? Like, hold on. I just saw that I was peaking the mic slightly. There we go. So, no, right there. Yeah, that should be good. So, as my sister and I woke up from the stream, he was saying, "I'm coming for you. I'm going to attack. Basically, I'm going to kill you." And my sister and I like, yeah, no. We were sleeping in the same bed at the time because it's like, new house, new fear. I'm sleeping with my big sister. This is when I liked her. I still like her. It's just she's annoying. Whose sister isn't? Either. I'm talking to her and I'm like, we go to my parents' room. My mom was like, "I ain't dealing with this." Gets my dad. And I'm talking to my dad, and it's like, "Hey, my sister and I, we saw this thing in our dream. We're terrified. We, like, please, like, garbled child mess. Like, you have no idea what your kid is saying, but you understand they are terrified, so you need to do something, right? That's what's going through my dad's head." Next thing I know, my dad takes my sister and I out in the living room. We had this green chair that looked where if you sat on it, you can see into the kitchen. Okay, let me paint this picture for you. So, living room, kitchen, you had a walkway that you could just run in circles from the kitchen to the living room, back and forth. I used to run that like a track, but green couch, living room, like green couches in the living room, but if you look to that way, you could see the kitchen and the back door to the garage. We were sitting there. My dad had a camera. I'm behind my dad, and my sister and I are like sitting next to each other, and my dad is taking pictures. Next thing I know, I see the cabinet door fucking swing open and swing closed. My dad gets a picture of it. We look at it, it's blurry as hell. Next thing you know, we show my mom. Next week, camera is broken, busted. Can't get the photo. Can't prove what we saw because it busted. And it's like, what? So, if you ask me, do I believe in ghosts? Hell yeah. I have seen stuff with my own eyes, I can tell you about. That doesn't even change how much I've seen, like, in recent years. Recent years, it hasn't been bad because, I'm gonna be honest, there's crosses all over this damn house. There's probably one near me at the moment. Yeah. Right here. Cross. we moved in with my grandma, so she had like tons of crosses in the house. There's one over there, one right there, one in the living room. They're like everywhere, dude. But yeah, so I had way less paranormal experiences since here, except oh wait, that's oh no, don't tell me. Do I have to put it away somewhere? Can I put it underneath the pillow? No, where can? But other than that, I had like sleep paralysis when I was younger. Like when I was younger, like 2, 3 years ago. I had to keep my room dirty so I didn't see it. I would I would fall asleep. My bed was near the wall, near the window, and all the way across the room was the closet, corner, wall, TV. And when I would have sleep paralysis, I could see something in that corner, and it only happened when my room was clean. So I kept my room dirty, and that's just a habit I kept to this day. And I don't know why. Don't ask me. I have no clue. But I need to break that habit. I'm trying to break it, but it's still a mess. But because of that sleep paralysis, I swear something followed us from that house. Don't even. Oh, I'm not even mentioning the stuff my sister encountered. Apparently, when she was a toddler, my mom lived in a house next to my grandfather's, right? My papa's. And my mom would hear my sister talking to somebody. Like, it's like, who are you talking to? There's no one there. She'd say, oh, my friend, or something like that. I don't know if she could talk at the time. I was not born. And it's like, oh, who's your friend? And I can imagine her friend. She would describe this little boy, this little Mexican boy. Apparently, she played with a ghost. Mom looked into it and was like, hey, was there like any person who lived here at some point? They're like, yeah, but I think they moved because like their kid died or something. It's like, excuse me? It's like, yeah, this Mexican family moved out because their kid died and the place had too many sentimental like value. It's like, you don't say. So, my sister was playing with a dead boy. Not trying to be insensitive, but it's like, so my sister is the one with the sight. Great. So what am I experiencing now in my lifetime? Yuck. My chicken. But it's like, she played with the ghost boy, and my mom didn't say, screw that, this child is no longer here. I'm surprised they didn't experience a horror movie. Because that sounds like the plot to a scary movie. It's like, oh yeah, this family had a kid that died, and ooh, kind of shit, you know? It's like, oh, well, damn. I'm just guessing. Oh, fuck. But it's like, So my sister and I have seen things like this all my life. And it's just scary, apparently. Knowing that we've seen things and it's just not, no one can explain what we've seen. And the only explanation is ghost. Just ghost. It's like, people think you're crazy. It's like, there's no such thing as ghosts. It's like, screw you, I've seen shit. Sorry if I'm cussing a lot. It's just that's my mannerism of speech. Sorry. I'm sorry, I got off track earlier. I was telling a story about friends. About the guy who got me on the, onto Five Nights at Freddy's when I was in, 6th grade. Let's just call him James. James was a cool guy. He was chill. He got me, when Five Nights at Freddy's 2 came out, he had it on his computer and showed it to me. I'm like, what is this? This looks confusing and kind of stupid. He proved me wrong. He says, hey, just look at this guy, and Markiplier, he plays he plays this game, Five Nights at Freddy's. He played the first one as well. Why don't you just watch him play it? Well, I watched him play it. And I became a Markiplier fan since. Oh, not since, but you know, at that time. And, well, let's just say I was an instant fan. Not instant, but you know, close enough. Wait a minute. That's what that's for! I've been wondering what that was for ever since I got it. Ever since I played this part. Ugh. But this guy, chill and everything, you know, friends for a bit. Go to high school. Fast forward to high school. Oof. I am still friends with this guy. He's in ROTC as well. And he's chill. Pretty chill, you know? Chill guy. Oh, sorry, Luna. She's underneath the desk, and I was putting my feet on a box, and she's there. Anyway. He's cool, chill, everything. James is nice. And, well, I was getting some kind of vibes that he liked me. I was like, oh, great. So I made him feel like a really good friend. Like, I would imply that, oh, you're such a good friend, and like, not trying to be rude. If you call me rude, it's just me. I'm, as people call me, I'm way too nice for my own good. I give people way too many chances. And I guess you can call me naive. But turns out my naivety would come to bite me in the ass later on. Because apparently, he liked me a lot. And he had the same class as my future boyfriend, or my fiance now. In high school, they had the same class. And, well, once my friend found out who I was dating, completely changed. He became an asshole. It's like, okay, dude, what happened here? And, well, he threatened to, sewer slide, I guess, if that's what you want to call it. I'm gonna call it that because that's how YouTuber says it, so she just get flagged. Sewer slide, if I didn't date him. Like, he would message me flirts all the time. Because I thought stupid pickup lines were funny back then. Turns out he was doing them for real, because the one that I remember the most was like, he was a picture of him on a log throne wearing a chicken mask saying, the text said, I'm the Chicken King, will you be my queen? And I'm just, then I text him a picture of me playing Uno with my family, and I'm like, hey, I'm playing Uno with my family, I really can't talk. That really didn't stop him. I really should have stopped it there, but this is around the time I liked G, so I was like, hey, dude, chill the F out. And, well, after a while, he, once he found out who I was with, he kind of hated G's guts, and I'm like, I don't want to fight to break out, please. I am a dumb reason to start fighting. Like, don't fight over a girl like that. Like, if she doesn't like you, she doesn't like you. There's not much you can do. Just wait. Maybe one of these days she'll figure out how good you are or how horrible you are, depending on what you actually are. You just gotta learn not to be an asshole, or just learn to deal with it. One of the two. What? What? Anyway, he threatened to unalive, and I was like, yeah, this is the time where I say bye bye. I blocked him quite a few times, but never 100% because I was friends with him, you know? Like, I felt bad because he introduced me to like one of my favorite like franchises at the time. It's like he brought me into the world of FNAF, and this is how I'm gonna repay him, fucking blocking him. So I'd only block him for like a day at a time at first, because it's like, hey, I don't like all the flirting and I want to go to bed. So, but it got really bad one day, and I'm just like, no, sorry, bro, no, not happening. And I blocked him forever. Do I feel bad? Yes. Do I regret it? Fuck no. Do I wish I still kept contact slightly? Yeah. I feel really bad. I want to say sorry for how rude I was to him. What was the button for it was Shift Tab. I'm moving this so you guys can't see it. Sorry. I didn't know you guys could see that, but oh well. But anyway, I felt so bad. I wanted to apologize a while back, but couldn't find him. So things just happened, you know? It's just but I wish I could apologize to him. I mean, because I'm a different person, I just want to say, hey, I'm sorry for the way I acted when I was younger. I was really insecure, and I was like, really didn't know how to talk to people that well. No, it's been patched up, the piggy. And it's just, there's so much I want to apologize to a lot of people about. Like, being an asshole about my feelings and not really telling people, hey, I'm not. Is this a Miku Miku outfit? Hold up. Is this a Miku Miku jacket? No, it's not Miku Miku. Anyway, I'm like, I want to apologize to a lot of people, but can't really apologize now. Because it's like, hey, you don't know these people anymore, or you don't have any access to them. There is one person that I would never want to apologize to for anything. Because, ooh, let's just say this person, if you're wondering, oh, well, how bad could this person have been? It's like, they pushed my boundaries, dude. Like, I told this person, hey, I'm not a very touchy person. I don't even like people touching me on the shoulder that I'm not close with. So can you not touch my arm? He was like, yeah, sure. Oh boy, no! I found every chance he could to touch my arm. Every chance. And one day, he touched my arm. We I went to the alternative campus at my school, so you shuttle back and forth. One time, I shuttled to the high school, the regular high school, to go to choir, and I was waiting for the bus to shuttle back to my campus, the alternative campus, right? And I'm sitting there waiting, and next thing I know, I'm this dude touches me on the shoulder, like touches my arm, like full on, like this, but from behind. And I'm like, dude, I've told you, can you not touch me? I take out my headphones and tell him that. And he's like, I just wanted to ask if you could help me tie my shoe. And I'm like, can you not do it? He goes like, my hands are full. I'm like, whatever. No, he told me my shoe was untied. Sorry. It's been a while. And I basically tie my shoe. I'm like, okay, thanks. Either way, it's just, oh boy. He, And I feel like, I don't even remember. He said something was untied, so I helped him tie it, but that's when I actually showed that I had some confidence. I was like, hey, I have told you, like, a million times, can you not freaking fucking touch me? And I told my best friend about this, CJ, who was in chat a while back. Probably not here anymore, but they went to the same school as me. Same campus, right? And I told them about this guy, right? I told my then boyfriend, now fiance, about it too. And well, oh, hi, hey Baja. I told them about the guy, and they're like, oh, say no more. So I had my friend who went to the campus with me was my basic bodyguard during class. Oh no, you're fine. You don't. It's fine to be late. I'm just blabbling about random stories of high school, all that kind of stuff. I'm telling the story about how I had basic bodyguards going around school. Because one time I was walking around with my friend heading to class. And, well, this guy came around the corner, saw us, and just 180'd and just walked the other direction. And there's no way to get downstairs from that direction. So he waited for us to pass so he could leave without encountering us. And it's like, I have scary friend privileges, apparently. And it's like, good, but I'm sorry for anybody. Let's just say, they get on the bad side of two worst people you don't want to get on their bad side about. It's like, I have scary dog privileges, but with people. So oh, you talking about the story? It's just, this dude was really touchy, and I wasn't really a touchy person. I really don't like people touching me that I don't really know. I'm not even a big hugger, depending on the person. And this dude would just fucking touch my arm constantly, like any chance he got. Yeah, he would touch my arm any chance he got, and it's just, don't touch me unless I'm close with you. My friend CJ, sorry, and G, my fiance, as you know, she found him, and my friend CJ found him as well on Facebook, and his grandmother, and it, I'm the baby of the group, so they would go through just mountains of stuff just to make sure no one messes with me. Ow, there's something in my eye. Ow, ow, ow. Ow. But, yeah. Let's just say I've had my encounter with guys who liked me and I didn't like them. Tons of issues, but that didn't put a damper on anything. except some high school memories, but other than that, it's fine. Can I turn this on? No? My eye. Yeah, don't mess with me. You know what? Let's make this chat where like the alert box disappear after a while. Oh damn. I might have to delete this chat box and make a new one. Oh no. Yeah. Man. What did I delete? Oh no, I didn't delete the red thing. Oops. Well. Chat box. Delete. Make a new chat box. That's ours. Chat box. Don't always show messages. Yay! Chat box is now back. Sorry about your messages being hidden for not, like, not in the chat box anymore. But I'm still figuring things out. Where did it go? Where did it go? Where did it go? Notification box, notification box. Ah, alert box. There it is. Now, I just have to move this over here. I don't know Steam Labs that much, so it's kind of awkward for me. Oh, and the cup there, it's called the jar. You know what? Let's make it more jar-like. Yeah, you're blue. Hopefully later on I can figure out all this stuff. Which one of these looks like a jar? None of these look like a jar. I guess this is more jar-like. There we go. That's more jar-like, I guess. That's there just for the looks and just for the fun of it. It's probably not gonna be used. But we are. Oh, hey CJ, welcome back. I told them how you were my bodyguard basically in school for a while, for a few days. I didn't tell all the reasons, but the gist of it. Where does this go? Down here? And you called me Pookie on stream. That's not. People are gonna get the wrong idea. Bathroom is this way. Towel. Doop, boop. This game, if you look at it for way too long, it can get nauseating. So just, if y'all get nauseous, don't feel like you have to stay. Whale. What even is that? Bogo. What? What is that supposed to say? I don't know if my brain just can't read it, but Bogo's vented? The heck? Like, I don't understand what that is supposed to say. Apatagaka, pata, hapta, apa, habatapa. The old meme I found out. This is a VTuber got it. Oh, okay. Well, then I don't know the meme. Hapata, apatapa, apa. Why is that stuck in my brain now? Go. Ooh, pretty picture. Flowers. This. This. Ooh, pretty. I like this one. I like the bird. How would you hang a picture on brick? Yes. Yes, CJ. I'm talking about that one dude. That you basically became my bodyguard and he was terrified of you and G. No, no, no. The one in chat is not him. That is not. That is not the dude. He's not here. I promise you that. The one in chat with you is someone I know on Discord. So that is not the dude. Yes. CJ, it's did I accidentally say your real name earlier? I'm sorry. But CJ, yeah, I was talking about. I was talking about him, and I really didn't say too much. I just said I had scary dog privileges with my scary friends because once he saw me coming and you coming down the hallway, it's like he bolted. I was just talking about the funny parts and yes, you're CJ. I know. You're my best friend. Yeah, you're fine. It's fine to be behind. I've just been telling random stories and playing this game. It's a chill game. I was gonna play Oxenfree, but I'm like, nah. I'd rather play this. I like this game. It's chill. Makes me think. If I had my own place, yeah, screw that guy. I really did not like that dude from high school. Oof. Oh, I forgot about that part. Yeah. You really were scary whenever it came to your friends, I swear. You were like the mom of the group. I'm gonna be honest, didn't you like find his grandma on like Facebook or something? Oh yeah, the stream gets lags every now and then for other people. For me, I'm far ahead because I'm streaming it in the moment, so my chat um might get a little lagged, so because I'm looking at my phone to read chat immediately as it comes up, so. Oh, you found his mom and messaged him? I thought it was his grandma. Hold up. Oh, this is new information. What did you tell her? I'm kind of concerned on what you told her. Because I thought it was the grandma. Like, you guys are scary when y'all guys, like, get angry at someone on my behalf. You and G both. Water bottle. Like, it's just, oh boy. I've been through a lot in my life. Ah! I just had to make sure, I had to read it because it said it wasn't appropriate. So I allowed it because people need to know about that guy. Oh, so you tried him and told him, I found you, basically. You guys are scary sometimes, I swear. Yeah. Ooh. If you told the dad, and if that dad was like one of the people that goes like, hey, women, like, don't touch them if they don't want to be touched, he might have gotten a whooping. Even though he's like a teenager, you know? Okay, the FNAF movie. It wasn't bad. It wasn't bad, but it wasn't great. It could have been better. But me being a fan, I loved it. And my mom years ago told me she would watch it with me. I forced her to watch it, even though she hates scary stuff. She can't handle jump scares, but it was a good movie in my opinion. With tons of cameos. One cameo that should have happened but didn't because of scheduling errors was Markiplier. And it's like, ah, oh, damn. Yeah, but it did have a few fan favorite like hoax, like the dog animatronic. He was one of the original hoax to say, "Hey, I found this secret dog animatronic in Five Nights at Freddy's." I'm just glad he was included, and my favorite touch had to be them adding the tombs the song from Tombstones. I can't think of the name. Okay, love you too. The Living Tombstones. That's the name of it. It's just, I'm so glad they added that. You know, it added so much like care that people actually cared about the movie. You know. Yeah, he was supposed to be the first security guard in the beginning, but the thing is, scheduling errors happened, so because with his own show, I think it was his prime show he had gone on, I think that's what happened. Or Space with Markiplier came up, one of the two, where he couldn't be a part of it anymore. So it was like, damn. But I think I only know that. I think it was Matt Pat's video where he explained that he was on set and met Scott. Not a lot of people on set knew that was Scott. They just knew he was an important person on set. Yeah, the Living Tombstone song was just awesome touch. It was like, oh, they know what they're doing. It made my little FNAF heart jump, and I was like, yes! I watched it for the first time at my boyfriend's house, and it was just, oh, love at first sight when this movie is like, holy shit, dude. I just wish that Mark was able to do it, because that would have been so awesome. But, you get, you know? I'm just lucky that movie actually came out, you know? After all the reschedulings, it was a nightmare, like, developing. But I like how Scott put it. If he kept going with the first draft of the movie, he would have been on movie 8 by now. And he's like, I didn't want that for the series. So he rewrote it. He said, because I love, like, the fandom and all that junk, I'm going to rewrite it. And, well, he did. And now we have the FNAF movie we have now. With actual animatronics. And did you know, during production, Foxy's arm caught on fire. Like, Foxy's arm, straight up, caught on fire. And I think that's just wild. It's like, oh. Yeah, he did a very good job. Yeah, that dude, yeah, Matthew, he was, holy crap, he was amazing. I remember watching him as Shaggy from Scooby-Doo. That's how I knew him when I was younger. Shaggy. But when it came to him, I found out that he played Scream in the Scream movies, and I found out, oh, he's an awesome psychopath. Where does this go? It goes underneath here, but it won't fit. It won't fit. Okay, hold up. There. But Zoink Scoob, I always come back. Like, I smell like a rotting corpse, but I always come back. Yeah, it's just wow. Like, seeing a character I loved as a kid come onto the big screen on a movie that I've been waiting for so long just hit different. Like, it hits different. I still can't believe it actually happened, and there's gonna be another one. Ugh. I wonder which game it's gonna be based off of, you know? Like, which game will the second movie... Probably the second game, but timeline-wise, the second game came first in timeline order, so I don't know if they can do that. Unless they want to make it where it still came second. I know. I've been waiting for this since, like, 6th, 7th grade? When was the first when was it first announced? Like, hey, we might have a Five Nights at Freddy's movie coming out. Like, when was that fucking announced the first time? Like, we've been waiting for so fucking long. It's just, whew. Oh, there's already set photos. Oh damn, I didn't know. Whoa. Oh, actually, I want to see this. Hold up. Let me open my browser real quick. I want to see set photos. New window. Let's look here. Oh yeah, didn't like Daco go like to the new set, or was that like video from his old thing, old stuff? Well, there's the actor for I can't remember the name of the main character that's gonna be in it. So that's Daco. I don't know if it's from the new set. Yep, I see some of the set pictures of Freddy Fazbear's like with the toy animatronics. Oh, we're finally going to see like we're going to see a lot, and I can't wait. Like, we're gonna see the toy animatronics, like actual animatronics. Oh, I just, I can't wait. Oh, I'm gonna be honest. The animatronics were more docile than I thought they would be. Like I thought they would be more docile, like be less docile in the movie, but they were completely docile. It's like, okay. They're not staying clear to what they showed earlier in the movie and what they're supposed to be doing. Yeah, if it's way scarier, I'm on board. My mom would probably not watch it, but she promised to watch the first one with me as soon as it got announced and I told her about it. She's like, okay, I'll promise to watch it. I'm like, you better keep that. She did. I made her keep that promise. But if it's more scarier, I'm going to tell mom, oh, they made sure to say it's not going to be as scary as the first one because I want her to watch it. Don't let her see this. Wow, you guys are movie buffs. Dude, seriously? That was Jaws. That was basically Jaws. Docile. Yeah, they were way too docile where like they weren't aggressive at all. Well, they were aggressive to the first guy, but then just freaking stop. It's like, yeah, we don't want to kill this one. He has his little sister. It's like, are you serious? Docile. Basically meaning not aggressive. Like, say this cat won't attack you if they're like this stray cat doesn't attack you. It's docile. But yeah, it's just like, dude, this. I really hope it's scarier. Like, I really hope. Because if it is, I'm definitely gonna trick my mom into watching it. She can barely handle any jump scare, which is like, I feel bad, but it's like, at the same time, I wanted to show her. Yeah, that's the only one my heart kind of like jumped was Freddy's, and it's like, okay, boy, let's we're gonna deal with that. At the end, whenever he was like put on the mask and says, "I will always come back," I was like, yes, he said it. My mom had no idea because she didn't know anything about the fandom beforehand. I only told her like bits and pieces of the story as I learned, and she just was so confused. She's like, I'm just enjoying this. I'm enjoying spending time with my daughter. Enjoying something she likes. Why is there so many freaking plants? Wait. Ow. You. Here. You. Here. My favorite character is Foxy in the entire series, so I was just glad to see him. Like, in the next game, I'm hoping to at least say, like, something about Mangle, and, like, hopefully they show what it is supposed to look like, what Mangle was supposed to look like, and it's, like, more likely we will not see anything about that. So just hopeful wishing at this point. Why are you here? Right. I really didn't organize this, did I? I want to see Mangle in, like, unbusted, mangled form. Yes, the name fits, but I'm guessing it was supposed to be like Funtime Foxy before Funtime Foxy. At least that's what I think the lore should have been, but you know, can't always go the way you want. Oh, I was glad to see Foxy in general. Foxy is my number one fave, like, of all time. I was one of those people that was Foxy fan. But part of me wants to see Mangled unmangled. At least a little. Just say, hey, this is what the animatronic used to look like before children got their hands on it and destroyed them. So, good luck. Also, there's a puppet you might want to keep an eye on. It's like a, excuse me, what? kind of thing. Sometimes when I think about the process originally through getting like the job, it's like, oh yeah, these are animatronics. This is what they do during the day. This is what they look like. Yeah. So good luck. And then once they get that phone call, it's like, you didn't tell me about this shit. You know, it's like, ugh. And what's his name's reaction? Mike's reaction was just not how it was supposed to. It's like, no, no, that was not like how a normal guy would react to saying, hey, you could freaking die. But since you didn't get a phone call in the movie, I'm guessing he will be the phone guy. That's just a theory I have. Wasn't it Mike's sister that was originally the puppet? Or at least lore-wise. Wasn't the puppet supposed to be female? No, like the spirit is female. Because, if I remember correctly, in the minigame in, not Security Reach, Pizzeria Simulator, the one wearing the green bracelet is the crying child, the original crying child that got killed by Purple Guy in the back alley. Which is Mike's brother in the movie, so I guess that will be it. Yeah, in this take, it will be his brother, more likely, since first child in the game's killed, takes her the puppet to help all the other ones survive later on. So if we're going with that kind of logic, then yes, in the movie it will be Mike's brother that takes her the puppet. Because they didn't establish if he was in any of the other animatronics. Does this mean Mike's dad is, not Afton, is, what was the other one's name? I can't think of his name. What was his name? There was Afton Robotics, and then, what was the other one? What was the other guy's name? I can't think of his name. Like, in lore standards, I can't think of his name. Oof. Total brain fart. Henry, yes, Henry. Does that mean Mike's dad was Henry instead? Like, because that doesn't make any sense. Because Henry in the games, his kid is the one that died. So he created the animatronics to try to, like, just grieve. Like, but, because the original animatronics were made by Henry. And Afton made the other ones, and you can tell by the endoskeletons and how they look and how different they are, of which one is which. For Henry, he's got the weird, what's it called? Rib-like things for the rib cage, basically, like weird ribbed things. But for Afton Robotics, it's well, the Springtrap suit, basically, stuff like that. More circular around the arms here to flesh it out, and just full-on robotics here, not weird ribbed things that take up room. So does that mean the second game will be truthful to that? Like showing the robotics are different creators, stuff like that. I like those leggings. Like, I know some of the lore isn't exact because MatPat didn't get everything correct, which Scott has said that MatPat didn't get everything correct, but he got most of it. It just makes you think, what will we have in the future of this movie franchise? It's like, whew, what is the future? Like, we've waited for this for many, many years, and we are so much closer to it. one step closer to having a second movie, and it's just, whew. Where did the time go from like sixth to seventh grade? Yeah, he was. He was a good choice. It just felt like he fit perfectly. The only part I didn't like about him was, it's not his fault, but it was the way that the character was written. You know? Sorry, Luna. They made him seem very, how do I put this? Lame. Like, they made him, like, once he found out there was animatronics alive, he's like, okay, whatever. Sis, stay away from that. It's like, what? No normal guy would react like that if he found out his sister was talking to living animatronics. Or people have been known to go missing. Me, I would have been like, excuse me, what? these things are alive? Screw you, I'm out. I don't care how much you're paying me. I will not live with that. But I did like the way they writ him and his sister interacting. That was cute. That's like actually how siblings would they would actually interact. Because my sister and I were pretty much almost like that. Yeah, the sleep part is part of the story, so it's like you can't fault him for that, you know? You can't fault the actor for that. It's like he was told what to do and they just went with it. It's like, hey, do this. It's like, okay, I'll do that. So I don't lose my fucking job. Okay, I guess rice cooker goes up here. But he slept for a reason. He just wanted to relive that dream so he could find his brother, you know? So that part I found good, but it's like, dude, it was so long ago. Even if you found out who it was, you probably won't be able to do anything because statute of limitations isn't it like 3 to 4 years, depending on what the crime is. I want to do something real quick. Ha! Yeah, it made sense. It does make sense. It's just sometimes weird, you know? Ugh. I might have to finish stream. Probably play the game later again, but probably might have to wrap up now. So I guess this is the end of the stream. We went through a lot. I was telling stories about how in the beginning of this channel I was with my ex. Now, fast forward to now, I'm with my fiance. Which I guess was a big catch up since I haven't really posted. I deleted a lot of my older videos since they were really cringe. But it's it feels nice to do this again, you know, being on YouTube. I was streaming on Twitch for a while, but really didn't do much, but yeah. So maybe I might do some more streams on Twitch as well, and then post them here afterwards, or just vice versa. Not vice versa, but you can post on Twitch, but either way, I'll figure something out. But yeah. Yeah, the soundtrack did go hard. You too. Have a good night.